We are week 5 into Vossi's rehab journey. How has time gone so quickly? Anyway, boredom has definitely creeped in. I have discovered that 1, horses can eat oranges, and 2, Vossi loves them, although he has to eat them in moderation, as in 1 a month, because they're obviously quite high in acid and they're not good for horses that are prone to ulcers, like Vossi is. Anyway, I'm not going to hide the fact that week 5 into rehab, I've been feeling quite negative. I didn't actually realise how much of my happiness came from the riding side of horses and the training and the competition side of it, especially when most competitions I would just feel really rubbish about myself. But anyway, since rehabbing and this week in particular, I've just felt the lack of riding has made me not really enjoy being around the horse side of things. And I know a lot of you find a lot of satisfaction from groundwork and mucking out and grooming and things like that. But for me, I'm finding it quite upsetting being in the space where I can't ride and compete anymore. One major negative thought that has been consuming my brain this week has been what happens after all these therapies are done and Vossi doesn't come back right. Is Vossi just going to be a field ornament forever? And am I never going to be back in the dressage world ever again? I did say in my YouTube video that buying another horse is just not another option. I don't want to tie myself to the sport even more than I already feel like I'm tied to. And the thought of having 2 injured horses potentially actually makes me feel incredibly stressed. Thank goodness for paddleboarding, because this is my new escape. This is my new place where I find happiness and enjoyment and my soul feels alive. And I think it's important to make sure that even though one part of your life is stressful, make sure you find happiness in another part. And PIMS and retail therapy at RB Equestrian is definitely a good way to keep the spirits high, even if there is some negativity in the brain.